All right, you guys, I'm officially so pissed off. I am done keeping my mouth shut. I see my veterans get taken advantage of by the VA. The lawyers take advantage of you guys. Half the time, no one knows what the hell they're doing in helping your claim. Then you have a VSO, and then it's like you don't ever hear from them. And then don't even get me started on the people who have made millions of dollars just taking advantage of you guys. They prey on you. They know that you guys want this VA rating, and they make you guys give them a percentage of your back rating. Then you got to pay for a friggin' Nexus letter. Then you got to pay for a DBQ. I am telling you right now, cut the shit and stop. Just stop using them. I am so passionate, but I'm also so pissed off because of all people in this entire world to take advantage of, like, you don't take advantage of veterans. Like, don't friggin' do it. So I'm going to give as much free information as I can. I'm not going to edit it. I'm not going to have a fancy intro, outro. If I frig up on this thing, I'm not going to stop the video. So just take me as I am. I have balls of steel, and I will tell you guys exactly the truth. Truth hurts sometimes, but I promise you I will never, ever lie to you. And I'm certainly not going to sell you anything. All of this information should be friggin' free. There is no reason in hell that you need to pay for it. All right, with that being said, these Nexus letters, stop doing them. You are wasting your friggin' money. It is mind-blowing to me how much money these people are charging. I've seen upwards to $2,000 to write a Nexus letter. Come on now. Like, that doesn't even guarantee you anything. If you get swindled into having someone write you a Nexus letter, you better make damn sure that there's, at the end on their signature, they've got a date, they've got their NPI number. Are they even qualified? Qualified meaning, are you there for a PTSD, but you have a nurse practitioner doing your medical opinion? Are you there for tinnitus and audio, but you have a medical doctor doing it? No, they have to be specialists. It has to be a PsyD or a PhD level mental health clinician. It cannot be a doctor, a regular medical doctor. It can't be a family physician. It cannot be a nurse practitioner. It has to be a specialist examiner. All right, let's move on to hearing. It has to be an audiologist. No questions asked. Anything that is a specialist, it has to be that on there. Do you know how many DBQs and private medical opinions that are just thrown away because the doctors don't even friggin' meet the qualifications, and now you are out all of this money? So then the next thing with these medical opinions, they don't guarantee you an exam. If your STRs are still silent, meaning you're complaining of, I don't know, a broken elbow, and you do not have anything in your records that show that you have a broken elbow, paying someone to say, yeah, his elbow is jacked up because he broke it, in my humble opinion, it is more likely than not that he broke it while he was in service. You just wasted your money, because you still need to prove somehow in other ways. Because there are a lot of the times that the STRs are silent because you guys couldn't go to sick call. You guys couldn't go to the doc because you couldn't get the time off from your MOS. You basically, got called a bitch if you went to the doctor. So those are outlier cases. There's ways to work around that. And I will talk about it on another time. But right now I want to focus on just stopping paying people. You're going to see people that I got this person this and this and that. And you should never have to pay for serving your country. I don't give a rat's ass how good these people are. If you have the money and you want to pay for them, and then hey, like, that's just a game of roulette that you can play. You got better odds in friggin' Vegas at this point, because the VA about a year ago just released some guidance on the inauthenticity of DBQs, and they're just now really honing in on this, because there's a lot of repeat offenders that when those DBQs and those medical opinions come into your e-folder, dude, you've wasted your money, because they won't take them. So for instance, you've got some that are, there's definitely outlier cases about the distance, but the distance is a really, really huge red flag. So if I'm in Maine and I've hired someone that is in California, Las Vegas, Florida is a big one, and in this medical opinion, they're saying that my client is, and they hit all the keywords of all the good things. PTSD is a big one. Mental health is a big one, to say all the key words. Well, it's going to raise flags because you're in Maine, your doctor's in Florida. How does that actually work? Now, there are certain rules of certain states that do allow the telehealth, and that's fine. But generally speaking, the VA is on to a lot of these companies. So just buyer beware. Like, if you got the money to throw away and you want to gamble it, then by all means. But I'm just telling you right now that just because they're writing you a medical opinion, and what they're doing is they're incorporating the DBQ, because the DBQs are all free. It's all on va.gov. And so what they'll do is they'll take all of the keywords off the DBQ and they'll incorporate them into one long, massive medical opinion. Well, you don't have the DBQ, so it's just null and void. Yeah, it might be extra padding for your case at the end when the rater is trying to weigh the evidence, but it does not guarantee anything, you guys. Do not let them tell you that they promise you that they're going to get you to 100%, because that is absolute, utter bullshit. They cannot promise you that, because it's up to the rater. It is up to the way that you do your claim. It's basically up to you. But the biggest thing is that it's up to you in that CMP exam. Now, sometimes you do get the va.gov DBQ that is uploaded with a medical opinion, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I can't sit here and tell you that there's a method to the madness, because it's all contingent upon the person that gets your claim. So unfortunately, there may or may not be a lot of shitty VA employees. So it's in that you guys pay for that, and it's nothing that I can do. It's nothing that anyone can do, and unfortunately, that's just the way it is. So I'm telling you that I'm making these videos to give free advice. I am loud. I am so friggin' passionate. I want to help you guys for free, and I will never sell you anything. I just want you guys to stop getting taken advantage of. All right, you guys, I have a million different videos I want to do. I don't know how much time I'm going to have to upload these. So if you guys have any questions, I try to check the Reddit thread to see what questions are floating around. So just ask me anything, and I promise you I am going to give you the free advice. Moral of today's story: do not, under any circumstance, pay to get a Nexus.